Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
I don't give two craps what people feel about this bald head of mine, because guess what? I love it. It is being said that it was Jada Smith's reaction to Chris Rock's joke that got Will Smith to go up to him and smack him in the face. However, following the event and its aftermath, Will Smith's wife has now reportedly released another statement regarding the incident. It is amidst this chaotic scenario that more and more celebrities and fans across the globe have also started chiming in on the matter. For those unaware, it was only yesterday that Will Smith went ahead and slapped comedian Chris Rock for making a joke about his wife. So where are things going to go from here? How did this even happen? And what was the real reason Will Smith slapped Rock? Let's find out everything in this video. It appears that for starters, Jada Pinkett Smith doesn't care what anyone has to say about her head. In a video shared to her TikTok account a few days before the Oscars, Pinkett Smith talked about her hair regrets, especially when having to photograph a magazine cover. She also discussed how she thinks about individuals who may or may not have an opinion on this bald head of mine. Being a black woman and dealing with hair in Hollywood, especially in the era that I came up in, having your hair look as European as possible was always the thing, she says in the video. That was really challenging, you know, because I liked my hair out wild and curly, but nobody wanted that. So I always had to do my hair in ways that didn't feel natural to me because of trying to play the game. So if I'm doing a cover, everybody's all no, we want your hair straight and flowy. It's like, alright, cool, but that's not really what my hair likes to do. So I had to learn to get the courage to go, nah, I'm not doing it. Which is why I feel the freedom today. I don't give two craps about what people feel about this bald head of mine, cause guess what? I love it. The clip is already going viral on social media, with one social media user tweeting, "So, did Will not know Jada didn't care what anyone thought of her shaved head? I am confused." Here's what another Twitter user posted regarding the situation after Jada Smith said that the remark had absolutely no effect on her. Jada Pinkett Smith herself said she owns her bald head and doesn't care what people say about it. So Will Smith deciding to be Batman today is confusing to me. On Sunday, Chris Rock's joke about the actress's appearance, "Jada, I love you, G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it," led to Will Smith marching on stage and slapping the comedian. A stunning development that many viewers tried to rationalize as the reaction of a husband simply trying to defend his wife.
Will Smith just smacked the out of me.
Pinkett Smith has talked openly about her battles with alopecia, an autoimmune disorder that can result in hair loss. Will Smith first appeared to laugh at his wife's expense before making the decision to storm the stage when his wife clearly felt differently. He apologized for the incident when he won the Oscar for King Richard, but declined to mention Rock. Although later on, perhaps succumbing to public pressure, Will Smith decided to issue an apology to Chris Rock as well. Some celebrity took a very bold stance against the Pursuit of Happiness star following the incident. Rob Reiner writes on Twitter, "Will Smith owes Chris Rock a huge apology. There is no excuse for what he did. He's lucky Chris is not filing assault charges. The excuses he made tonight were BS." Though the Smiths skipped the governor's ball, they were joined by their kids at the Vanity Fair party late Sunday. Will Smith has apologized to Chris Rock after he slapped him at the Oscars, saying his behavior was unacceptable and inexcusable. "I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris," he said in a statement. "I was out of line and I was wrong." It comes after the Oscars Film Academy condemned Smith over the incident and announced a formal review. Rock had taken aim at Pinkett Smith's shaved head, a result of the hair loss condition alopecia. Shortly after, Smith picked up the first Oscar of his career for playing the father of tennis legends Venus and Serena Williams in King Richard. Twitter users analyzed the situation and opinions began to float on the internet in all directions. It was also pointed out that Will Smith initially enjoyed the joke, or at least pretended to enjoy it. However, it was only a couple of moments later that he pulled a 180-degree shift and walked up to Rock to slap him. This user writes, "Will Smith was laughing at Chris Rock's joke at first until he saw Jada roll her eyes. Then he thought, what would Tupac do?" More users also began to troll Will Smith for his wife having extramarital affairs during their marriage and him being okay with it. Another user writes on Twitter, Will Smith has all that energy for Chris Rock, but not the blank effing his wife. Needless to say, all the tweets that made fun of Smith or even supported him ended up receiving hundreds of thousands of likes due to the sheer popularity of the incident. Violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive, Smith said in the statement, which was posted to Instagram. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. His confrontational statement on Instagram continued to say, I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I was embarrassed and my actions are not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness. I would also like to apologize to the Academy, the producer of the show, all the attendees, and everyone watching around the world. I would like to apologize to the Williams family and my King Richard family. I deeply regret that my behavior has strained what has been an otherwise gorgeous journey for all of us. Then he ended his post by writing that he too was a work in progress. Smith apologized directly to Rock, stating that he was out of line. He also apologized to the Academy and the Williams family, which he'd already done on the day of the incident as well. I deeply regret that my behavior has stained what has been an otherwise gorgeous journey for all of us, he wrote. However, not all fans were against what Will Smith did. Despite his unorthodox relationship with his wife, many people appreciated Will for standing up for his wife. Will Smith is a king for defending his wife, I don't care, writes another user on Twitter. It was reported that Rock was shaken as he walked off stage to meet with producers and members of the LAPD, the source continued. When he got off stage, he was a bit shaken. He was taken into his side room and talked to producers and LAPD. Then he went to the writer's room and spoke to his guys and left. I mean, these are guys he has worked with for years. No one thought there were any issues with the jokes. If anything, Regina Hall's joke about Will and Jada earlier in the evening, which hinted at their open marriage, was in way worse taste, the source revealed, while also adding that Rock did not end up having a mark on his face from the assault. The Wall Street Journal stated that Rock's joke wasn't on the teleprompter, nor was it practiced in rehearsal. Meanwhile, Rock apparently did not know that Pinkett Smith suffers from alopecia, which causes hair loss. After the slap, LAPD police asked Rock whether he wanted to seek charges against Smith. Chris said no and left soon after. He was stunned and shook, stated the insider. Back in the theater, it was Smith's great mentor and now fellow Oscar winner Denzel Washington who walked over to his table first to give words of advice, as Smith eventually stated in his winning speech for Best Actor later that evening. Denzel said to me a few moments ago, he said, "At your highest moment, be careful, that's when the devil comes for you." During the commercial breaks, movie producer Tyler Perry and actor Bradley Cooper also tried to calm Smith down. Fellow candidate Nicole Kidman was spotted giving Smith a hug. Music magnate Diddy sought to smooth things over on stage as he appeared to present a 50th anniversary commemoration of The Godfather. Okay, Will and Chris, we're gonna solve that like family at the Gold Party, okay? Referring to the Oscars after party hosted by Jay-Z and Beyonce. But right now we are moving on with love. Everybody make some noise. Despite his act of aggression, the crowd gave him a standing ovation. But Baloney reported that several individuals in his row refused to clap. Instead of returning to the press room after his triumph, as is the custom, Smith returned to his seat where he clasped hands with his wife. Where do you stand when it comes to Will Smith smacking Chris Rock for making a joke against his wife? Was Smith out of line? Or was it Rock who pushed his limits? Do share your thoughts in the comments below.